Hi, I'm Linda Stevenson,
And I'm Joyce Brown.
and we direct women's ministry here at Chelten, also known as Tapestry. I don't need to tell you that this year is different, but God is the same, and the ministries of Chelten continue. We want to tell you about what's happening in women's ministry this year, and instead of telling you about what isn't and how it used to be, we're going to tell you about what is. First of all, we've divided the year into two sessions, one in the fall and one in the winter-spring. This fall session will begin on September 30th and October 1st. It'll start with our Wednesday night studies, Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. The first study we'll offer is Luke by She Reads Truth, and this study will be led by Amy Ransom and Joanna Davis. There is a class limit size of 12.
Linda, why is our class limit size at 12?
That's a great question, Joyce. Joyce and Rosalind, our operations manager, have painstakingly measured out the rooms to find out how many women can meet while we conform to social distancing requirements, which also means that any study held at Chelten on the campus will require you to wear a mask during the study. The second study on Wednesday night is Jude by Jackie Hill Perry. This one will be led by a team with Rosalind Howland, Gail Reed, Ruth Johnson, and myself. It will meet in the worship center, so there is no class limit for this one. On Thursday morning at 9:30, we have 5 studies to offer you. The first is a study called Everyday Theology, which is led by Joyce here and Nancy Carpenter. There's a limit of 20 for this study. The second option is entitled God Gives Us Victory and will be led by Lorraine Sterneman. The class size limit is 10 for the study. And the final study being held at Chelten on the campus is The Praying Life by Paul Miller, led by Teresa Castronovo. This study has a limit also of 20. Now this year, we also have 2 options off campus. The first is Enough and Whole, both Stonecroft studies led by Bev Rutledge and Melissa Miller. This study will meet in Melissa's home and has a limit of 8 women. The second is an all virtual option. Haven't had that before. We're going to offer See Jesus by Paul Miller, and this study will be led by Jackie Culp. As it's an all virtual option, there is no class size limit for that study. So Joyce, I just gave them some very basic information on all the studies, but how can they find out more?
You can find out answers to almost all your questions by our website. If you need to find it, you're going to go to chelten.org, go down to the Ministries tab and choose Women's Ministry, and that will take you to our webpage. You'll see there that our theme this year is Finding Joy, and our verse is Psalms 1 verse 3. If you go further down that page, you'll see the 2 options for Wednesday evening studies or Thursday morning studies. Under each one of those tabs will be the descriptions of each one of those classes in far greater detail. You'll also be able to click a button there to register. When you register, please make sure that you give me both your email address, and as you continue through the registration process, please pick the number, put number 1, I should say, next to the class that you want to participate in. That way it's actually holding a spot for you and will account to the limit of people in each one of our classes. When you go back to that page though, you'll also be able to find a button that'll give you the link to purchase your books. That'll take you directly there. For those of you that are in both the Luke study and the Enough and Whole study, your books will actually be provided for you the first day of class, and you can make a check out to Chelten right then and there and purchase those. You might be asking, why do I need to register? And the reason you really need to register for us is so that we know how many people are in the class. That way we can keep a tally and know when the classes are full. But what happens if one of the classes are full? Email me. If I'm going to keep a list of those that would like to participate, and if there should be a list of holding names, I'll let you know on that waiting list where you come up. Which also means that if you do sign up for a spot and you can't fill it, please let me know that also, because there might be somebody waiting for your list. Finally, if there's any questions that you might have that aren't listed, feel free to contact us with an email, and we'll be sure to answer that for you.
So this is great. So if they can't find the answers they need on the website, they should just reiterate, do what?
They can contact me via email or Linda, or call the church office, and Monica could probably either answer your questions or forward you down to our office so that we could talk to you directly.
Okay, so every year, we have this great calendar of events that's going to happen throughout, and we know what's coming months down the road, but this year it's different. So what about special events? Are we having any this year?
We are having special events this year, but right now we're just planning the fall, and we're holding it with our hands open so that we can see what God's going to do. But we do have some exciting things planned for you. And the very first one is going to be Thursday, October 8th at 6:30 in the evening. We're going to have an evening of praise and worship at Sherry DeWalt's home. Now, that is already starting to fill up, but if you, again, go to the Women's Ministry tab, you'll be able to see a button to register for it. I will tell you that there's already 16 spots filled, so if you want to be a part of that, act quickly on that one. Also, we've had a lovely evening last week of Mom's Night Out, and we'll be planning another one of those soon, and it was held in the backyard of the church. So look for some update information coming about that. And then finally, we will be having a Christmas outreach, but it's going to look very different this year. And it's going to be a wreath making event, and we will be outside so that we can be safe and social distance, and still in the planning stages, but you can look for emails that'll update you on all that information also.
And all this information can be found on the website. Ladies, we know these times are really, really hard, and we are looking for ways to study the Word together, to connect with each other, to laugh, which we all need, and to encourage each other. So in addition to the website, we will be sending out weekly emails with updated information and announcements. We will be sending out a video update every 2 to 3 weeks to all the women that are on this mailing list, and we will continue to update the website as soon as we have new information. Ladies, if you weren't in Tapestry last year, and you can't, or if you can't register for a class this year, but you want to receive the information, the weekly emails, all you have to do is email Joyce or myself, and we will get you on that list so that you get the information as quick as possible with everybody else.
So we look forward to seeing you, and if you have any questions, reach out to one of us. Have a wonderful fall day.
Have a great day.